Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. Let's see, it's 37 degrees, and I'm out in the workshop this morning. Not too long ago, I put together my own planner for my traveler's notebook, and I put together a little insert and set it up the way I wanted it to be. This is a really good size to carry. And I love this folder. I bought this at Michael's. I still need to make a little notepad to go in here. And maybe I will do that in just a few minutes. But I love that it has a place for my license and debit cards. And then I can create what works for me to plan each month. I did this about a week and a half into January. So I made it a little bigger than I needed to, and it ended up running into February, but that's okay. I've been really busy with my new job and haven't had time to create a new planner for February until this morning. So I went ahead and made this to just perfectly round out the rest of the month. I designed it a little differently than the last one. So I have a cover page with a to-do list on the front and a shopping list on the back. And the way I do my planners, I try to do a shopping list and to-do list on a daily basis. But I also have freestanding separate lists of bigger items. Like if I wanted to get a new printer, that would go on this shopping list because I have to plan for that. I don't want to forget about things like what would be something else. So Jason and I want to get new end tables for our couch, and that might be something I add to this list just so I can remember to glance at it when I'm out and say, oh yeah, you were looking for this, so keep your eyes out today, or keep your eyes open today. Keeping your eyes out, that makes me think of the old cartoons, boing. So yeah, cartoons are sure different from when we were little. And I noticed there's a new Tom and Jerry movie coming out, I think. I need to check into that. Then I designed pages that work for me. I put a quote at the top. I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I can write the day, the date, my work schedule, money, and this is more like budget. I like to check every morning to see what my resources are, how I'm coming along on paying off debt. I have more debt than I would like to have, and part of that, as I've shared, is just things that I've been through. The loss of my house and being legally tied to that by name. I will talk more about that. I lost a lot from that because it was not my primary residence, and I had to pay taxes on that sale while my ex did not, because it was his primary residence and it was assumed that he was putting money into the house to keep it up. The house was bulldozed, and I'll just say the IRS nudged him to sell the house. I have more debt than I would like to have. It helps me so much to be able every day to look really closely at what I have, because if I look at my bank account and I've got $20 to last me so many days, that's going to stick in my head when I'm out on my way to work and I have a choice between a $1 senior coffee and a $4 Starbucks coffee. I don't buy a lot of Starbucks, and I love it. My sister and I will usually swing through there if we're together. Occasionally I will put $10 on my Starbucks card just so I have it there if I'm out and want to treat myself. But I would say probably twice a month at the most I have Starbucks. Usually it's a senior coffee from McDonald's, and I love McDonald's coffee. I'm not complaining. I'm explaining why this says money. So that's for me to keep a handle on my finances. Etsy, of course, is self-explanatory. I need to get more listings going again. It's so funny, as we go through phases, I feel like, sort of like an airplane hitting an air pocket. It takes a little bit to level out again. So I'm getting in the mindset again to get that Etsy shop full, and YouTube is self-explanatory. Now you can see I didn't plan very well for this. miscellaneous is the heading here, and it's in the center of the page. I should have put it over here. But when I design these, it's one whole sheet, so I really wasn't thinking about that. The quote is okay, but I think I could do better on that as well. And then this is self-explanatory, things to do, and then I have errands and shopping. These could probably be combined. I feel like this planner is better than the one I had last month because I noticed some things that could be different, and then I think the next one will be better. And at some point, maybe I will get a template in place that I just work from. I'll get it just right and use it every single month. In the center, I have a February 2021 calendar, and I do like to have something that I can look to, like for birthdays and stuff. There are a couple of, at least 2, family February birthdays, so I like to take note of things like that. Anyway, that is what I'm doing at this very minute. I'm going to finish this video and get it on the channel, and then I'm going to finish packaging all of the orders that I have taken over the last couple of days, the last few days I should say. I was supposed to be off work yesterday, but I ended up working because it was Valentine's Day and our store was very busy, and I can always use the money to continue to pay down debt, which is a good feeling. And I've talked about starting over in some ways. Like, I feel like I'm starting from where a lot of people start when they're in their 20s. I thought I would just set the camera up and finish the last few minutes talking to you where we can see each other, or where you can see me, and then I can see your comments. I do feel often that I'm starting at a place in life where most people start when they're in their 20s, and I am very happy right now. I'm okay with that, but it does require planning, and my planner helps me a lot, especially that money section and just checking in every day. I have found that to be one of the biggest game changers in budgeting, is to look every single day at my bank account, at my debts, to check my email and see if I have any notices about anything, to take a look at Etsy and my websites and just look at orders and basically the money that I have. I have a lot of advantages living here with Jason, I really do, and yet I have my own responsibilities. I have 4 children, and they're raised, they're very self-sufficient, they're very independent, but it took a lot of money and a lot of years and a lot of raising to get them to that point. I cannot say I did it completely alone, but there were a lot of things that did fall on me. I feel like the majority of the expenses related to quite a few things fell solely on me, and that would be things like school fees, extracurricular activities, driver's ed, transportation, dental and medical insurance, co-pays, cavities, fillings, clothing, cell phones, auto insurance, and you know how expensive that is when you have young drivers. And I had 2 back-to-back that went through that. It can be devastating to leave a 2-income household. It can be devastating financially, I mean. I want to finish up, and I'm sorry I'm rambling. I got to get busy out here. If you're inclined, follow my channel. That means subscribe, click the bell for notifications, comment if you're inclined. We have a wonderful community here. Thank you to those of you who hang out here, who leave comments, who support my shop, who just offer friendship and wonderful uplifting comments. Sometimes I will get a text from one of you with just the kindest words. It'll be just the encouragement to make it through the day, or hang in there, or that you appreciate what I've put on my channel. That means everything. So again, thank you for being here, and I will be back soon with some creative content. Before that though, I have to get all of these packages to the post office. Bye for now.